Good evening, Larry Brown, Liberty Canyon resident. First, I'd like to thank Councilwoman Buckley Weber, who I understand raised the issue of annexation. I'd like to point out that I don't think it ever should have reached this point. We are so far behind the 8 ball and backed into a corner, having given Calabasas a huge head start. I suspect Councilman Weber used his tenure on the council to manipulate the more malleable followers on the group. No one who heard Councilman Kohler's letter to LAFCO will ever forget the tone of it, beginning with, well, we voted to oppose annexation, but we also continue to work with Calabasas, whatever that means. As I have previously stated, before my opinion of Councilman Weber's acumen became so dim that I broke off relations, he called me at my home and asked if I would cajole my fellow residents in Liberty Canyon and meet with the lawyer from Spirant. He did not ask how did the residents feel. He spoke only of how the poor misunderstood multimillionaire who owns the Spirant building felt about being deprived of his right to bright lights and noisy truck deliveries 24 hours a day directly across the street from people's homes. I asked at that time, would you want this across the street from your home in Morrison Ranch? Liberty Canyon went to great lengths, having gone downtown and struck a deal with the county to enable Cypress to build in a residential area in the first place. They agreed to this deal, but now they wish to welch on it. For the last 2 years, we have been completely unable to get this council's support or even attention. Despite my grievances with this council, the Calabasas City Council makes this group look like the founding fathers. Calabasas promotes commercial development as far as the eye can see, a ridgeline ordinance that was only implemented once there were no more ridgelines, and a general disregard, if not contempt, for the environment that is indisputable. The situation is a perfect metaphor for the importance of the upcoming election. We live in an era in which many politicians embrace a narrative of reality that is tantamount to believing Elvis is alive or that we faked the moon landing. Such people should not be steering the city or any other city. A majority of Liberty Canyon homeowners will fight to remain part of the same city we bought into, but in order to go forward with any efficacy, we need to recognize how we went so far backwards first. It was through a series of terrible judgments based on the unbridled avarice for commerce, I believe by one person who holds a distorted view of who this council represents and has prevailed for way too long. I believe it is now beholden upon you to fix it and make it right. Thank you.
Our next